Hi guys, and welcome into another Buffy reaction. I am so sorry that I took a little bit of a break here on the channel. I figured I would let you guys know what kept me away for a little bit and what might cause me to be a little bit more inconsistent going forward. My grandma was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. It's all moving like really fast right now. She will be going forward with treatment, with radiation, chemo, and it's just kind of like a thing that has taken over my family's lives and minds at the moment. Obviously, my grandma is in her 60s. She is like my second mom and my best friend. But when I do sit down and watch TV here with you guys, I do have to be in a certain mental state of mind, I guess, to be up for like really allowing myself to be engrossed into these movies and TV and do them justice and pay attention and love them and enjoy it. And I was just a spot for a second where like I wasn't up to film, but all things must keep going forward. I am very excited to get back into Buffy, especially with how much you guys have been hyping up this second season. I think specifically the second half, but in regards to my grandma, if you guys are into the whole thoughts or manifestation or positive energy or prayers or whatever it is that you do, if you would be willing to send any our way, that would be greatly appreciated. But I don't want this to be a space where we talk about sad things. We're still going to enjoy Buffy today and going forward. If you're a Lana stan and you're in the comments going, "Where's Lana?" Same thing goes to you. More Lana videos will be coming too. So everything will slowly get back on track. Obviously, if anything happens, I might be inconsistent with uploads. But that's where we're at right now. So thank you for your patience and hopefully for understanding. So the last two episodes that we watched were episodes 11 and 12, which were Ted and Bad Eggs. Ted I really enjoyed, and I remember Bad Eggs being kind of the one that broke the streak for me of like all the bangers that I was loving. We got, even before that, we've had this part 1 and part 2 of What's My Line with the other vampire slayer, Kendra, I think was her name. And I'm still waiting for Drusilla and Spike to make their comeback from that little 2-part episode moment. And then although Ted was technically a monster of the week, it just did feel like more than that to me. It kind of felt like really dug into like the psyche of Buffy in the way that I enjoy Monster of the Week episodes to do, whereas Bad Eggs didn't really do anything like that. It was just kind of a fun little episode. It was entertaining, but to me, I didn't catch any specific ways where it brought our characters forward or plots forward in any obvious way for a first-time watcher. The only thing that I think it was Bad Eggs, where like everyone was making out 24/7. Cordelia and Xander are like in the thick of it. They are unable to say no to each other, and I think they still both are annoyed by that, which is a fun dynamic. So yeah, I'm still waiting for Oz and Willow to give things a go. They've been very touch and go this season. It took so long for them to even have a conversation, and she just seems so, she doesn't understand that he seems to adore her, and I want them, they need to talk. I need to see that flourish because they're so cute. And then Angel and Buffy, they're doing everything, and they're kind of in denial about who they really are and just enjoying the moment with each other, I think, right now. So yeah, with that being said, if you would like to watch the full episodes with me, my uncut reaction is available below at my Patreon. It's a great way to support me and the channel. Thank you so much to those of you who are already over there. If you aren't into Patreon and you just want to watch the YouTube edit, that is totally fine. I'm so grateful for you too, and let's get into it. This one's called Surprise. I think I said this before. I could see Surprise being an episode where it's the Drusilla and Spike comeback, but I do think it's a little too early in the season for them to make that comeback. So I also don't think it's going to be that. I don't know what it is going to be though. Here we go. I've missed the Buffy soundtrack. It's very subtle to me, but just these little... It's comforting to me, even though it's supposed to be spooky, I think. Whoa. Oh no, this is a dream. Angel's gotta make an appearance too, no?
Happy birthday, Buffy.
Oh, surprise birthday. birthday. She's turning 17. Okay, you know what's interesting about that dream? First of all, what I like about that dream is that it was like, a lot of the time in TV shows, dreams are just like weird and you're like, is this a dream? It is a dream, whatever. But this was obviously a dream because it was so like disjointed and weird. Like what was happening with Willow there? I don't know, but I appreciate it because that's really how dreams are. But no, what's interesting about her dreaming this is the fact that she dreamt. That's what made me second guess if it was a dream at all at the very beginning, because she dreamt of Drusilla being at her full power again. And Buffy doesn't know that Drusilla is at her full power again, so it's interesting that she is dreaming that way. Although I wasn't mentioned before that Slayer dreams can be prophetic.
She killed you right in front of me.
It was just a dream.
They're still
real.
Assuming them dead, right?
So real.
I mean, what else did you dream last night? Can you remember?
It's a good point.
What if Drusilla is alive? We never saw her body.
She's not. But even if she was, we'd deal.
It's good that they're open to the idea of her/them being alive. Like, I like the optimism of him being like, she's not alive, but like, it's not blind optimism. At least he's like, well, if she's not, we're gonna handle it. So I like that approach.
You still haven't told me what you wanted for your birthday.
I was wondering if he knew.
Surprise me.
Okay.
The part at the end of the night where we say goodbye. It's getting harder.
Yeah.
And so what can we do about that?
I like you at bedtime.
I feel like that relationship's just like a ticking. It's like, it's not ideal for long term, is it? I think they're gonna start realizing that soon. Because it's been a good handful of episodes where they've been honeymooning it up, so it's bound to take a turn soon. What do I think he's gonna get her for her birthday? It's hard. What do you get a Slayer? I don't think she really cares much for material things, so I feel like he has to get her something sentimental.
To act on want can be wrong.
True.
To not act on want. What if I never feel this way again?
Carpe diem. You told me that once.
I think we're going to. Seize it. And once you get to a certain point, seizing is sort of inevitable.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of wow potential, there's Oz over there. What are we thinking? Any sparkage? You think he's too old because he's a senior? Please, my boyfriend had a bicentennial.
That's true.
You won't know until you try.
Try Willow. Right now. Right now. We're getting... Oh. Here we go.
See, our band's kind of moving towards this new sound where we suck, so practice.
I think you guys sound good.
I'm gonna ask you to go out with me tomorrow night. And I'm kind of nervous about it, actually.
Well, if it helps at all, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, it helps. It creates a comfort zone.
It's just, it's Buffy's birthday, and we're throwing her a surprise party.
It's okay.
But you could come, if you wanted. You could be my date.
All right, I'm in.
I said date.
I can't move on. I need a minute. Oh, I needed that. I just needed to see that. It's been so long. I have goosebumps. I'm so easy, you guys. I have goosebumps. We don't get an intimate first date, but that's okay. Now, the thing about this, though, that we have to think about is he's going to be going to Buffy's birthday. I think it's her 17th. It's got to be her 17th, not her 16th. She's turning 17. The fact that their first date is going to be at Buffy's surprise birthday party means he's definitely going to see some stuff go down. Because her birthday is not going to just go off without a hitch. Like, there's going to be vampires busting through the walls and ruining everything. This is Buffy's birthday. It cannot just go well. So Oz is going to see that, and I want him to, and I want him to be in the group. Yes.
Buffy's party. You're going, and I'm going.
Is he trying to ask her out?
We maybe go?
Why?
I don't know.
Groping in a broom closet isn't dating. You don't call it a date until the guy spends money. Well, of course you want to tell everybody. You have nothing to be ashamed of. I, on the other hand, have
Celia.
everything to be ashamed of.
You know what? Enough said. Forget it.
That was harsh. I'm surprised. I really thought that it was going to be Cordelia falling, or wanting more, I guess.
I had a dream that Drusilla was alive, and she killed Angel.
If Drusilla is alive, then it could be a fairly...
We're talking a lot.
exit.
We're talking a lot about Spike and specifically Drusilla, which you know, her and Spike are a package deal, which is why I keep on mentioning them together. Maybe, you know, a lot of the time these episode titles are double entendres. So what if Surprise is obviously about her surprise birthday party, but what if they really do crash her birthday party? Spike and Drusilla, or one of them, Drusilla, because they're talking hard on her. And now I think that's going to happen. We are going to come back to them. That's Spike, no? Oh.
Dead set on this bed. Wouldn't you rather have your party
Oh, a
in Vietnam?
wheelchair Spike.
These flowers are wrong. I can't abide them.
Let's try something different with the flowers, then.
Can I open one?
Do you like it, baby?
Is it a dead person?
It reeks of death. Best party ever.
Why is it that?
It will be the last.
They're so weird. I love it. I don't know what they mean by this being the last. I don't know what the specific meaning for the party is, but I'm here for it.
I now possess the qualities one looks for in a licensed driver.
Buffy?
You said we could talk about it again when I was 17?
Oh no. Did that just happen? Don't tell me we're about to see Willow walking around with a monkey, and then that's gonna mean that it really was a prophetic dream. Hello. And that's just Giles. But no, it's not. Who are you? What in the world?
How could you let this happen?
I promise you, Angel still suffers.
What
And he makes amends for his evil. He even saved my life.
That he destroyed the most beloved daughter of your tribe? That he killed?
What? Let me write some stuff down. Wait a minute. Destroyed the youngest. Is he talking about... No. He's not talking about Drusilla. I'm sure he destroyed many women in his heyday, but we know about Drusilla. What if Calendar is related to Drusilla? Okay, and he killed what?
Killed every man, woman, and child that touched her life?
Drusilla.
I thought...
You thought what? You thought you are Jenny Calendar now?
This isn't a real accent, is it? Like, I'm really bad with accents. Like, if someone has a bad accent, I'll buy it. I'll be like, oh yeah, that sounds normal. But this accent does not sound... Is he supposed to sound Russian? I don't even know.
Are still Yana?
Yana?
The Kalderash people?
Oh, the Kalderash people? What?
I know, Uncle.
Do what you must to take her from him.
I will see to it.
And then my mom broke the plate.
No, you
It was
won't.
just-
I hope that she's been genuine with Giles and everyone, but also especially Giles. And the only way that she could be if she, like, those two things cannot coexist. You can't be genuine and pursue a relationship with someone and then also destroy the thing that's most important to him, being Buffy. Like, she's acting like she's gonna be against Buffy now so that Angel can go on suffering without her. She's acting like she's gonna kill her or something. So I don't know. I'm not buying it. I am buying the backstory. Like, first of all, love that there's a backstory for her. I will eat a backstory up, and it's a good one. And they didn't say anything about Drusilla, but that's my theory that they're talking about Drusilla. But I'm gonna stick with maybe her original plan was to get close with Giles, to get close to Buffy, to keep an eye on Angel, maybe. And then she actually ended up having real feelings for Giles and like really actually connecting with the kids. And so I'm gonna hope and guess that she's just telling her uncle that she's gonna take care of it, but really she's still on our side.
You dreamt that the master had risen, but you stopped it from happening.
You ground his bones to make your bread.
Okay, so fine, we're one step ahead, but I want to stay that way.
Absolutely. Let me read up on Drusilla. Why don't you meet me here at 7? We'll map out a strategy.
So much for our surprise party. I bought little hats and everything.
One thing I've learned in my tenure here on the Hellmouth is that there is no good time to relax. But Buffy's turning 17 just this once, and she deserves a party.
That is so nice. No, that's so nice. I think that's character growth. I don't think season 1 Giles would have been as lax about that, but I think that his strengthening relationship with Buffy is making him realize that she needs to have these moments.
Giles wanted me to tell you that there's been a change of plans. He wants to meet you someplace near his house.
It's kind of manly in an obsessive-compulsive kind of
I'm
way.
not falling for it. I think she's still on our side.
You know, my car's here. Why don't I drive you?
Okay.
I think she's still on our side. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Where is she?
Shh, I think I hear her coming.
Oh. I see. This is a really interesting spot to choose to have her birthday party.
Surprise!
Oz saw that. Oz saw that. Yes, he did.
That pretty much sums it up. Hey, did everybody see that guy just turn to dust?
The little shrug.
Sort of. I know.
He's really joining
it's
the
hard
club.
To accept it first.
Actually, it explains a lot.
Okay. That was easy. Wonderful. I'm happy that he's in the club. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh! So did Calendar give that to her on purpose? Because...
Clearly the Hellmouth's answer to what do you get the Slayer who has everything?
Haven't.
Okay, sorry guys, I got a text and I'm more on top of looking at texts right away with everything going on in the family, but we're all good. Gonna keep going.
They called him the judge.
The judge? This is he? An army was sent against him. Most of them died, but finally they were able to dismember him, but not kill him.
Pieces were scattered. She's right, I gotta get this to the remotest region possible.
But that's not months.
I can catch a cargo ship to Asia and maybe truck to Nepal. There's no other choice.
When?
Now?
Tonight.
Yeah. The classic teenage birthday heartbreak.
I'll drive you to the docks.
She came out of nowhere. I didn't even see her. She...
Okay. I wonder if he's gonna be gone for a couple episodes now, you know? Like, this could just be really dramatic, and he's gonna be back in the next episode and it's gonna be fine. Or, like, what if this is a real send-off for a while? What if this is these? Nah. I don't think this is the end of them.
I have something for you. For your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna give it to you earlier.
Oh, don't tell me it's like a promise ring.
It's beautiful.
Or is it just a ring?
My people, they exchanged this as a sign of devotion.
Oh, matching. That's cute. Yeah, they're really setting this up to be a proper send-off, but they're still, like, exclusive and devoted to each other. She can swim. Handle. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean, what kind of a future would she have really had with him? Have I told you the part where I fly into town in my private jet and take Buffy out for prime rib?
Xander.
And she cries?
Drew's guys ambushed us. They got the box.
What's the problem? We send Cordy to fight this guy and we go for pizza.
Also, does this mean that Angel's staying? Because now he... Right? So was it not Calendar's doing?
We need to find his weak spots, and we need to figure out where they'd be keeping him.
Mom, hi. Xander. Yeah, Willow and I are going to be studying all night long.
That's the first time we really got any little thing from Xander's family. That was a big deal. Have we ever gotten any insight whatsoever into Xander's family yet? The way that he called to say he was going to be late and like out all night, and his mom was like, "Who?" And he had to clarify, "It's me, Xander." Most moms know your voice over the phone. His mom did not. Do I smell some trauma here? Because is that the first thing I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting something, but I think that's the first thing we've seen of his family. Oh no, not another dream. What if she dreams like Calendar being evil? This is real. This is what their lair is looking like right now. Was that I'm not gonna lie, I kind of vibe with this music.
Look what I have for you, Doc.
Is it the last piece? So that's what she was looking at earlier in the episode. She was looking at one of the pieces of the judge. It's like a ogre avatar.
He's perfect, my darling.
Oh my god, he's huge. I didn't realize how big he was until...
Oh. You two stink of humanity. You share affection and jealousy.
I've been saying the same thing.
My full strength will return in time. Until then, I need contact.
Okay.
No. No.
So he's just gonna be chilling down here for a bit before we see him again, I'm guessing. Oh.
No.
We need to stop them from getting all the boxes in one place.
Too late.
We gotta get out of here. Well, look what we have here.
Oh my god, this is all happening so fast.
Crashes.
Can't tell if that... Did that land on the judge? We're gonna return to the I love you situation now.
Get under the covers just to warm up. I love you. I try not to, but I can't stop.
Me too. Can't either.
That was one of the most depressing I love yous I've ever seen. You can literally hear it in their voice and see it on, like, in their facial expression, how painful it is to admit that, because they're very aware of the inevitability of this relationship not being able to last, given who they are. What in the world? What in the world? I feel, what? I don't know what that was. What do we think that was? I assume that they slept together. Did something mess with him because of that? I don't know. It must be, because then it'd be cheesy, right? It would be cheesy if, like, the I love you vulnerability is having a negative impact on his body. Maybe. I don't know. Even if it's not the case, that would be possible, I think, because it's not like he is the demon, the vampire demon. Like, there's a vampire demon inside of him. That's what I came to understand when we had that episode where there was another demon and then they put the demon inside of Angel's body and the two demons fought it out inside his body and then his demon won or something. So it's like his demon is like a parasite inside of him, but then he also has his own soul in there, which is why he's constantly, you know, fighting and brooding. But I wonder, what if, like, his soul, like, got so emotional and vulnerable and open and loving and the demon inside of him, like, can't take it? That would be wild. Or, you know, what if, since they slept together, it has some sort of weird negative impact on him because she's the Slayer and, like, she's too good? I don't know. But this was a banger, in my opinion. We're back to streak number 1 with the bangers. Like I said, Bad Eggs wasn't a banger for me. I think the reason this one was, outside of the fact that we got Oz in the Scooby Gang, maybe, and outside of the fact that we got some Spike and Drusilla, it was also just because we had great subplots in this episode. There was a lot going on. We got some suspicious backstory on Jenny, on Calendar, and then we had, like, multiple vampire fights that led to the judge. We had Buffy's birthday. We had these subplots of, like, I love yous and sex and what that means to these characters. I would say the only thing lacking in this episode is probably, like, Cordelia and Xander were kind of shoved off to the side, but it's impossible to have, maybe I shouldn't say impossible. I would say it's almost impossible to have a perfect episode that encapsulates all the characters you want it to, but this is a banger. That's all I'm going to say. We start off the next episode with, like, Spike and the judge in wheelchairs together, and Drusilla's just like, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I am hoping that the judge is still good, because I thought that was a really interesting and intimidating B-villain. Is that even a term? Like, I feel like A-villains are Drusilla and Spike, and then we have all these B-villains in the subplots, and I thought that the judge was a really interesting B-villain, so I'm kind of hoping he's okay, and we're going to see him again. I do wish that we had, like, a bigger comeback for Drusilla and Spike, in the sense of, like, I wanted to see the shock on Buffy's and everyone's faces when they realized, oh my god, they're here, they're stronger than ever. So this all is happening much quicker than I expected and in a different way than I was expecting, but the episode itself was just so good that I don't find myself having a problem with that. Yeah, and now we're gonna start the next episode, Innocence. Let's get into it. Episode 14, Innocence. Oh, we're not picking up right with Angel. Okay, but that is...
What's Big Blue up to anyway? He just sits there.
I am preparing.
Drew?
Yeah, she has a physical connection with Angel because he created her.
You want me to call 911?
No. Pain is gone.
You sure?
Yeah.
We're entering a... What in the world? We're entering a bad boy Angel era? Did he just lose his soul again? Why? What? Like, you would think... Because when I was... No, I don't know. I was thinking... No. My brain... I'm so scrambled all the time. I'm so sorry. I was thinking, like, the goodness of the night before would maybe hurt the demon. But it seems like the demon won out here. If it was triggered by anything. No, I don't think it's random, though. Or maybe it's not even, maybe he doesn't even have to lose his soul. Maybe like the demon's just winning out over his soul right now because of something.
No, I'm just gonna go take a shower.
This is awful timing for her.
Hurry, I'll run you to school. Thanks.
This is the worst. Yeah, that sucks. Your first time. She was really building it up in her mind. It's with this guy that she's in love with. And now the guy, from her perspective, just up and leaves. And it's just gonna get worse when she sees what he is now.
Stuck in the sewer tunnels, and with the hiding, we just split up. No one's heard from him?
I'm sure he'll come by. I'll go on the net and search for anything on the judge.
I'll go on the net. Calendar, I got my eye on you.
Yeah, you might find something useful if it's an I can read book.
Regarding Xander and Cordelia, like, I'm surprised she's still acting this way toward him. You would think if you're doing the things that they're doing together, you'd let up. Like, come on, swallow your pride, admit that you like him, and just be okay with it. Like, don't treat him as your punching bag. I don't know. I'm kind of Team Xander. I'm Team Xander on this one when it comes to this dynamic between him and Cordelia right now. Girl.
You can't see the stars, love. That's the ceiling. Also, it's day.
I can see them.
Oh my god, is he gonna
Tough
join
sledding,
Spike?
But one day he's working in the chorus when the big star twists her ankle.
This one cannot be burned. He's clean.
Clean?
Oh, because his...
You mean he's...
There's no humanity in him.
Angel.
Yeah, baby. I'm back.
It is weird seeing him like this. I'm a little uncomfortable.
We're family again.
We'll feed.
It made me sick to my stomach seeing you being the Slayer's lapdog.
In the world?
I'm really more interested in the Slayer.
Well, she's in the world, so that should work out.
She made me feel like a human being. That's not the kind of thing you just forgive.
This is great. I don't know how I feel about this. I hope this is just a one-episode thing. This is stressing me out.
Sorry I snapped at you before.
Well, I'm reeling from that new experience. You were too busy rushing off to die for your beloved Buffy. You'd never die for me.
No, I might die from you. If you give me any points.
But also, he literally rescued you and everything that one time. I forget what episode it was. Don't act like he wouldn't try to rescue you. Although I'm not sure if it's in the same way that he would try to rescue Buffy. I guess it is different, and she recognizes that. Yeah, he's definitely still not over Buffy. He was literally just talking about his fantasy. Like, he was joking about it, but in the last episode, he was talking about his fantasy of her eventually choosing him after Angel. And it's interesting to me that she's pointing this out, actually, that he prioritizes Buffy a lot. Maybe she does have feelings for him, and she's just better at hiding it and guarding her feelings, I guess, because she can see that. Is Willow not right on the other side of this shelf?
Willow, come on! I knew it! I knew it! Well, not knew it in the sense of having the slightest idea, but I knew there was something I didn't know. It just means that you'd rather be with someone you hate than be with me.
First of all, girl, you got Oz. Remember Oz? We love Oz. But also, it's just sad that she immediately goes there. I guess we haven't really explored her feelings for Xander since last season. In like the very beginning of the season, she's really done a good job at moving on, I thought. And so it just sucks, you know, that seeing something like that brings her right back into it with him. And it's a good point, I guess, like him giving into it's about attraction. This is all just attraction though, giving into his attraction to Cordelia despite not really liking her outside of that. But then he really likes Willow, but he's not attracted to her. And that hurts her because she clearly is attracted to him and likes him. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Angel. Hey.
Oh God, he's gonna put on the act.
Oh my God. Oh, he's freaking out.
This sucks.
You just disappeared.
What? Let's not talk about it at all. It happened.
I don't understand. Was it me?
No.
Was I not good?
You were great. Lighten up. It was a good time. Right? Doesn't mean like we have to make a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Should have known you wouldn't be able to handle it.
Angel!
Buffy, you have to know this is not normal.
I love you.
She doesn't. She does not realize. She thinks he's really just being like this. That's the worst.
I'll call you.
You know what it is, this thing, vengeance?
Uncle, I have served you.
I can't. I'm not ready. I need another moment. This is, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Like watching him prey on her insecurities and lack of experience and youth, all of that, and throwing, everything that she thinks is real down the drain with no explanation. Like it's expected because of what he did. Obviously this isn't the real him because his soul is gone, and I'm sure we'll get his soul back and it'll all be great, but that doesn't, what matters to me is like the fact that Buffy really bought that and she really thinks like she wasn't good enough. And it's just like moments like those, to me, it's like, how can you believe the words coming out of his mouth? Like how he's proven to you time and time again how devoted he is to you. The rings, the I love yous, this has been a pretty slow burn romance. He's proven that he's serious about you and he really cares about you, and you weren't wrong in deciding to do what you did with him, because of course like you would want to do that. I, as an outsider, that's all very obvious to me. It's very obvious to me right now that Angel is not himself, and what destroys me is that Buffy doesn't see that, and she really is taking his word for it and thinks that she just wasn't good enough. And this is also one of the things where when I do question the dynamics of Buffy and Angel's relationship in terms of not just human age, but like the years of like vampire age that he has on her. These are the moments that worry me, where I know again that this isn't the real him, but he's capable of being this person and manipulating a girl who doesn't have experience with emotion in the way that he does, and doesn't have the experience with her own worth yet. Like she's still very moldable, I think, because she is just barely 17. At that age, you are very moldable, and she's still very fragile. And it's moments like that where it's clear to me that even though she's the Slayer, she is still that 17-year-old girl, and it just sucks. Those are my the hardest moments to watch, in my opinion. Like for me personally, is those cracks in her shell where you get a glimpse into like the true vulnerability and insecurities of the teenage girl in her.
Angel could be of help to us. I mean, he may be the only chance we have to stop the judge.
Angel was meant to suffer, not to live as human.
And Angelus is back.
I hoped to stop it, but I realize now it was arranged to be so.
Buffy loves him. We're all fools.
Okay, it's nice to see her give pushback.
And things are not okay between us, but what's happening right now is more important than that.
Willow, I love you.
What about the judge? Where do we stand?
Willow.
No,
Xander.
no.
Angel.
Thank God you're okay.
I got something to show you.
Show us?
His vampire face.
Yeah. Xander, go get the others.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And Willow. Come here.
Yes, Xander.
Walk to me.
What are you talking about?
I got a message for Buffy.
Why don't you give it to me yourself?
Ooh.
Well, it's not really the kind of message you tell. Things are about to get
this is the worst. Oh, ew. Oh, he's just gonna walk off. Okay. I thought we were gonna like throw down, and I was like, that's so frustrating when you have to fight but you don't want to kill.
Well, something set it off. Some event must have triggered his transformation. Well, if anyone would know, Buffy, it should be you.
I don't. Okay.
Buffy,
That sucks.
I'm sorry, but we can't afford
I wouldn't want to talk about it either.
Oh, shut up.
I don't know what's up with Angel, but I think I may have a way to deal with this judge guy. And we may need wheels.
Well, my car's...
It might have to be bigger.
No problem. I'll get Oz. He is a van.
Look at you. You're a wreck. She's stronger than any Slayer you've ever faced. To kill this girl, you have to love her.
Wow, that's disgusting, but I think he's right. Obviously, she's going to be fine. Angel's going to come back into his senses, into his soul. He's going to feel real bad, but no, it's because I feel like I know that's how it's going to end, right? And so it's just painful to watch the middle part and like the bad part and... No, I mean, yeah. With her stuffed animals, like... Oh my god.
You have to know what to see.
You have to know what to see.
What do you know?
Should I get the principal?
No, I'll deal with this. You're all dismissed.
I was sent here to watch you. They told me to keep you and Angel apart. They never told me what would happen.
Jenny.
I'm sorry, Rupert. I didn't know what would happen until after. I swear I would have told you.
I believe her.
If Angel achieved true happiness, even just a moment of...
Oh.
He would lose his soul.
How do you know you were responsible for... Oh.
What if, like, the opposite? What if you just do the opposite? What if, like, reaching true happiness is what ruined his soul? And then if you give him, like, true misery, that will reverse it and he'll get his soul back. Seems logical to me. I love a van. So much fun. I also love that Oz is in on it now. Like, he's part of the gang, kind of. I'm just having flashbacks to how easily he accepted, like, the existence of vampires. For some reason, it makes sense for his character, though, so it's fine.
So do you guys steal weapons from the army a lot?
Well, we don't have cable.
Why
so
is
we
he
have to
so
make our own
accepting of
fun.
everything?
Do you want to make out with me?
Willow!
What?
What in the world?
I think about kissing you, and it's like everything stops. It's like freeze frame. To the casual observer, it would appear that you're trying to make your friend Xander jealous, or even the score, or something.
Yeah.
See, in my fantasy, when I'm kissing you, you're kissing me. It's okay. I can wait.
He's perfect. He's the most perfect fictional character I have ever seen. Wow. Was it God?
Deliberately, Buffy. He's trying to make it harder for you.
I know what I have to do.
What?
Kill him.
No. I don't think that she could if it came down to it. I think she could feel angry enough to feel like she could, but I don't think she could literally do it. But I don't think she'll have to face that. I think it'll get fixed before that type of face-off happens.
Somewhere crowded, I guess. I mean, the judge needs bodies, right? The Bronx?
If I were gonna line up, I know where I'd go.
The movies? Oh, the mall. Or the movies. The mall. The movies and the mall. Guys, I still haven't seen Barbie, just a side note. I'm waiting to see it with my grandma. Wow. What a wonderful start to the evening. There's no way he's about to... Okay, yeah, that was... What?
Who dares?
I think I got his attention.
You're a fool.
This is now.
What even is that?
What's that do?
Is this our first proper Buffy explosion? I don't know why. It feels like that felt like an epic moment. That felt like a revolutionary Buffy moment.
Best present ever.
Knew you'd like it.
Do you think he's dead?
We can't be sure. Pick up the pieces and keep them separate.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
You know what the worst part was, huh? Pretending that I loved you.
You can't do it. You can't kill me.
All of a sudden, his soul returns. Okay. So she's not ready to, but she thinks in time she will be, which means we're gonna have a good chunk of time yet of bad boy Angel. Angelus.
This is all my fault.
No, it's not.
I don't believe it is. I know that you loved him. He's proven more than once that he loved you. You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
All you will get from me is my support and my respect.
That's really nice. The respect. I love that.
So what'd you do for your birthday? Did you have fun?
So much fun.
I got older.
Well, go on, make a wish.
I'll just let it burn.
No, make the wish. That's so sad. I'll just let it burn. Oh, man. Well, that was a depressing episode. To me, this felt like a transitional episode, but it was still so good. And I wish all transitional episodes were like this. Maybe in your opinion, it wasn't a transitional episode and it is what it is on its own. But, you know, with stuff with Calendar coming out, with this transition, with this new problem of Angel, the literal transition from 16 to 17, Cordelia and Xander really spoke with each other about the offhanded comment from the previous episode. I like that that relationship is breaking open a little bit more because Willow now knows, and also Oz knows because he was there right away to say, hey, I'm not making out with you just so you can make your friend jealous or be on an even playing field with him. I'm so appreciative of Oz for recognizing that. He's literally the most insightful, thoughtful teenage boy I've ever seen on a show. I like that we got a bit more of Giles. Giles, for some reason in my head, he's been a little bit absent in the past couple episodes, but his presence in this episode was definitely felt and very appreciated on my end. My guess as to how long this Angel thing is going to last, I thought, you know, for a second that maybe it was just going to be a one episode thing, but it does make sense that such a big thing like this would be spread out across a couple episodes, even though it's going to be painful to watch. It's going to be painful to watch. I'm going to give it like 3 more episodes yet. I think total of 4 episodes is going to be Bad Boy Angel, and then he's going to be back. I don't think it's going to last through the end of the season, and I do think it's going to end with him successfully getting his soul returned to him. The whole Calendar situation about her and her people wanting vengeance on Angel, it makes sense to me, but also it's making me like think back on all of our interactions with her. Like from the very beginning, she's been watching Buffy, and I'm like, really? Like, I feel like I need to go back and be like, reevaluate her character. And I wonder if the writing room had that planned from the beginning with her character, or if it's something that they thought they could add on to her character later on. I think they'll forgive Calendar soon enough. I think Calendar has some trust to build back and some things to repair, though, before it does. I still think her and Giles will end up together properly. And I think I'm going to end it there for today. So yeah, that is that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.